Good morning, world! Blizzard, say hi! We are on our way for a family hike. Lizzie, how you feel about it? He's excited. Babe, how you feel about it, babe?
Pretty solid.
You carbon up?
Carbon up.
So we're gonna go hike our usual mountain, and that should be fun. And Dan's, we are gonna start our day. We're gonna do probably relaxing stuff today because it's our day off, and we usually just like chill. Oh yeah, window time. Cool, so I will check in with you guys later, probably on the mountain so you can see it. And that's all, folks. Bye. We are here, walking up the mountain. Yes. Up to the top. We made it to the top. Ugh. It's beautiful. There's the bubs. The bubs. Get your water, Blizzy. Look how pretty that water is. Love it.
You, Blizzy.
We did it. Hello, everybody. Oh. Hello, everybody. I am off to get some Starbucks. Story of my life, for real though. As you can see, I have no makeup on still. Ooh, just rocking my good old face. And so we hiked this morning and then came back and showered and all that. We gave Blizzy a bath, which he hates. He hates baths. He has like a lot of skin issues, so I think it like makes him itchy, and that's part of why he hates it. But regardless, he hates baths, so we usually try and do it after he's like kind of tired. So, and not that he really fights, but like so he would fight even less, and that's pretty cool. So we gave him a bath. Me and Quentin took a shower separately. That sounded bad. And then we've just kind of been hanging out, watching stuff on our iPads, which is like one of our favorite pastimes. And later today, I made an appointment to get a massage. I can't wait. Working with like the kids and doing hair and working out as much as I do, like I get the nastiest like neck and back pain. So in doing that, I just like need something like to cut the tension. I also get like lower back pain, but that's my fault because I don't stretch my legs enough after I exercise, specifically when I ride my bike or something, which obviously I haven't had to deal with recently. But it's hard because like I normally do workouts that are like DVD type workouts, and at the end of those they like prompt you to stretch, so I usually do the stretch. And other workouts that I do with like weights, you don't need, I mean you should stretch, but it's not like well, I guess it depends. Regardless, I don't really stretch as much as I should, especially after certain cardio activities where it's like not prompted. So when I do that, my hamstrings and like everything down the back get really tight, and then it messes up your lower back, which usually if you have lower back pain, it's because of your legs, which I found that out like 6 months ago when I had like horrible lower back knots and like a mess. And thank the Lord for that masseuse who like was able to work that out, because I literally had to call off work one day. Even like I couldn't even go in because I would have been doing hair that day, and I was like, there's no way I can stand and do hair all day. It hurts that bad. So ever since then I've been more cautious of stretching and, you know, not being an idiot to my body. So useful tip for any of you out there. So yeah, I'm pretty much just gonna get coffee, and then a little bit later today, my appointment is at 4, so around 3:30 I will leave to go to my appointment, get a massage, and then my show. Oh my gosh. So are you watching O.J. Simpson, or The People versus O.J. Simpson? Are you watching? I have so much to say. I am like a little bit obsessed with the case. So it was in 1994 that it happened, so I was only 4 years old, but I remember like seeing it on TV. My mom watched the trial every day. I remember like the whole Bronco chase, whatever. I vaguely remember that. But since I've been an adult, I have watched many documentaries about the case. I have seen so many interviews of the lawyers who were in the case. I've seen documentaries of OJ talking like after the case, 10 years after the case. I've read 2 books. I've read the book that OJ had ghost written called If I Did It, which is such BS, man. Like, If I Did It. I got it when it was taken over by the Goldmans, which are Ron's parents, Ron and Nicole, who were the 2 were killed. So I didn't feel bad about like the purchase because it wasn't going towards OJ at all. It went to like, I think it's called like the Ron Goldman Foundation or something, which I'm sure helps. I'm actually not sure what it helps, but I feel good that it goes to them regardless. So I've read that book, and then I've also read the book that I think it is called like The People versus OJ, which is the book that this show is based off of. So I have read that, and it's really cool because it gives a lot of like details that aren't found in like, so messy. It gives a lot of details that aren't found so much in like what the media put out, and it's more like behind the scenes stuff. The guy who wrote it was like the head journalist, and he for years after the case and during the case and all of that, interviewed everyone that had to do with the case. He interviewed all the lawyers and people behind the scenes, and he gave like backstories to them, which was cool. Found out that the Kardashian empire was started with a meat factory, so that was pretty interesting. I'm not sure if it was Robert Kardashian, the dad. I'm not sure if it was him that started it or his parents, but I just thought that was kind of funny. But so much to say about this case. Like, the show is so good. It's very intriguing. I was kind of frustrated that the second episode was like all about the Bronco chase, like an hour of a Bronco chase. Obviously, it lasted a lot longer than that in real life, so it, I guess, made sense for the show, but I feel like they're gonna end up cutting out so much detail that the general public doesn't know, that it's frustrating to me, because I'm like, this really isn't like that, I don't know, that necessary, I guess. But it just gives a lot of insight into like who the lawyers really were, and I found it so intriguing that like they didn't actually get along very well, that a lot of them fought, and like I think it's F. Lee Bailey and Shapiro. I think that they like had a big blowout and refused to even like be next to each other in court, like never talk to each other during court, because it happened right before that they like had their little falling out. Cochran didn't get along very well with Shapiro. It was actually Shapiro's idea to use the whole like race card, if you will. That was my air quotes. Even though obviously that was kind of Cochran's thing, was to fight for black people's rights, who were definitely being like so horribly just, I don't want to say taken advantage of, maybe abused is the right word. They just were treated like gum on the bottom of your shoe, like messy, and they wanted to get rid of it, and just horrible. So that was crazy. I gave good insight to Furman. So he was the cop, wasn't a detective, I guess it was just the cop on the case, the one who found the glove, the one who found like a lot of the incriminating evidence. They tried to say that like he planted it and it was made up, and that was a huge part of the case, was like basically calling him out in front of everyone, saying like he did say the N-word and he was racist, and I definitely believe that he absolutely was racist, but I'm not sure that he planted evidence. And even if he did, there was so much evidence pointing towards OJ and only OJ, that it was just amazingly crazy that he got off. Like, it's just crazy. And I mean, karma came back to get him in a different way, but I don't know. What he's serving for, and the fact that he kind of is so arrogant about getting off on like Ron and Nicole's death is just like so frustrating. And then to be like, I'm gonna try hard to find who actually killed them, blah blah blah, like you know who killed him, it's you did it. Like, how you gonna find him? So that whole thing is just ridiculous. But it's crazy because the different, like, the background story to, like, Furman, for instance, he did a lot of racist things and said a lot of racist things, and definitely took pride and satisfaction in putting black people away and being very overly violent and just disgusting. But the sad thing is, even though he was like a part of the trial, a part of the case and all that, like, it had nothing to do with if OJ was innocent or guilty. Like, yeah, you're like not a great man, but what are you doing, lady? Oh my gosh. This lady's on her scooter in the middle of the street. Anyway, it had nothing to do with whether he was innocent or guilty, and even if he had planted that evidence, let's just say he did, there was still so much evidence that pointed to OJ that it was like, why are we even talking about this? So that's very frustrating. I'm sure that the mistakes that happened on the prosecution side, I'm sure they'll forever kick themselves for instance, having OJ try on the glove. Like, when you stop taking your whatever pills, I forget what they were, and you swell up and then you put on a show with an extra set of the gloves he had to wear in between, and you hold your hand like this, like, of course they're not gonna fit. Like, it's just, they shouldn't have done that. In the book, it actually says that they had talked about how it would not be a good idea for him to try on the glove. They weren't gonna do it. I'm totally blanking on the prosecutor's name who did it, the black guy. Totally blanking on his name right now. But he, like, was totally in on it, that we're not doing it, whatever. Then in the moment got carried away, because Judge Ito, don't even get me started on him, just a mess. So he got all ruffled up. He's a very passionate man, and he decided that he was just in the heat of the moment gonna do it. And that was probably the biggest mistake he's ever made, because now it gave the jury a reason to be like, see, it wasn't him, even though all of the DNA evidence went to him and it was spread everywhere. And that's another thing. It was like early on when they were starting to do DNA evidence, so a lot of the people in the jury or in the main public really had no idea what DNA was and how it worked, and like, it didn't make sense to them. Like, if I don't see an actual physical whatever, then I don't believe it. It's kind of like air. How can you prove it's there? You know what I mean? Like, until you learn further how DNA is and how it works and all that, you just don't believe it. So I think that was hard. And the prosecution did a horrible job of explaining what DNA is, and they made it so confusing, which could honestly be because they didn't know as much about it as we do now then either. Like, maybe they just didn't know how to properly explain it, but regardless, they did a very bad job of explaining it. So I don't know, it's crazy. I have so much I could say on this topic, but the show is on tonight. It's on at think it's on at like 8 o'clock. I think it's when it comes on. I don't know what time zone that is though. But I watched it at 8 o'clock. It's on its 4th episode today. And I definitely would say to go back and watch all of them because it's like so intriguing and so good. And it's just, the whole case is crazy. I hope that they do it justice on the show because so far I feel like they've been putting a lot of emphasis on the Kardashians just because they're like a big name now, but previous to now, like nobody knew who the Kardashians were back then, and like Rob Kardashian was just like, you know, OJ's friends, like nobody knew who they were, whatever. And although I guess it is true that like he almost committed suicide in Kimmy's room and all that, like nobody knew who she was back then, so it didn't really matter. Like the first episode when they're in the funeral home, the woman who plays Kim, her name is Selma, I think, Selma something. I really love her, or whatever her name is. She was in Legally Blonde. Love her. She is playing Kris Kardashian, and she like, there were like girls running through the back, and she's like, Kourtney, Khloe, stop it. Like, okay, nobody knows who they are back then. But I feel like they're just like trying to play off of like to get views, which is what a TV show's about. I get it. It's just frustrating, like, why are we making the case about the Kardashians when like just because they're big now, like nobody knew who they were back then. They were just like little girls, you know? So there's like a scene where Robert Kardashian takes his daughters and little Rob to like lunch and talks to them, and there's just like a lot of references and focus on him when really in the case Robert Kardashian was OJ's best friend and was there every day and was supportive. But other than the initial like being there when it first happened with the cops and taking the duffel bag and helping him to like not commit suicide and get him back in the house after the Bronco chase, like other than that he didn't really have anything to do with anything. I mean, the only reason he was able to be there every day on the, you know, table with them is because he used to be a lawyer, and he like reinstated his whatever so he could be there. But he really had no significance to the case even. But I mean, I get it. It's for, you know, to get people to watch, and, you know, oh, we know so much about the Kardashians now, this is them back then, like all that. So it just is what it is. I'm not naked, by the way, if I look like I am. I'm wearing a dress, strapless. I'm wearing a strapless sundress, not naked. So yeah, that's the craziness of the case and the trial and all that, and I can't wait to see how it unfolds, and I'm glued to the TV every week because I can't wait to see how they're gonna play it out, and if they're how like accurate they're gonna keep it, because I would hope that it's accurate. I just really want like the real story to be told, but at the same time they're doing things for ratings, and it's TV. How can you blame them? That's what happened the first time in the case. It was so much media and what the people thought that that's what the case became. So it is what it is. But I am back home, so I'm gonna go inside and I'm just gonna hang out, relax for a while, and then I will probably talk to you on my way to my massage, and that is about it. Bye. Hello friends, I'm on my way to my massage. Go ahead. Go ahead, go. I'm on my way to my massage, and I painted my nails. Did a springy, summery color. I'm gonna go in front of you. Thank you. And I will be at my massage soon, and hopefully it's relaxing. I kind of hope they don't really talk to me this time. It's usually my fault because I continue the conversation, but maybe I'm gonna try and like shut it down this time, because I kind of just want to like relax. Like, I don't really want to chat it up with you and talk about everything and get asked 1,000 questions. Like, I get that at my job because I do hair, and it's like they kind of usually want to talk, but sometimes people like bring in a book and they just like answer in one-word answers, and I'm like, okay, they just want to chill. That's fine. But I feel like a massage would be more like you would want it to be peaceful, you know? So hopefully I can just like relax and be quiet and just touch my body. It's creepy. Okay, so I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so excited to announce I have found my masseuse. Finally. I have been... Let me out, person. I'm so excited, y'all. I have been going to this one spa, is that what they're called? Massage place, for a while now, like 3 or 4 times. And because I get gift cards, so I can not spend all my dollars and get massages that my body really needs. I had like lots of knots in my back today, specifically my shoulder, which totally makes sense because it's been overcompensating for my other shoulder. So anyway, I've gone to this place quite a few times now, and every time I feel like they do like a good job, but like not a great job. And my first massage that I got a while ago, which was, oh girl, that's even worse. What you doing? A few massages ago, when I like really needed it because my back was messed up, she did amazing. So since then, I've been like trying to find someone who does a good job, but I couldn't go back to that place because my gift cards didn't work there. So I've gone to like 3 people now at this place that I'm going where my gift card does work, and like I said, all of them are like good, but they're not great. And if you're gonna be paying, even though I'm like paying with a gift card, I'm still like using my points to get the gift card. So like I want to like have a good massage, like that's the point of getting a massage. So I'm like, oh man, like I wish somebody could like actually get all the kinks out, and like I want to leave feeling better, and that's the point of my massage, is like to get the freaking aliens growing in my body out and also make me feel better. So I got a new person today. It was just like a random selection, and she did such a good job. Yes! I'm so excited. Like it felt good. She like didn't talk to me too much, but like we still chatted up a little bit. She's like very similar to me. We're like the same age. Our birthdays are 3 days apart. We're both married. Our husbands are very close to our ages. Like it's just, I was like, yes, you get me. You really get me. And I'm just like really excited. And now I'm on my way to Target to get a foam roller because I know like the benefits of rolling on a foam roller, and I should have had one for a long time, but I've never gotten one. It just looks like difficult to roll your body in the positions you need. But she gave me this handy dandy sheet of all of these moves I should do, and because my knots were like so bad, there wasn't enough time to like really get in there, or at least without like upsetting my body too much. So those are definitely gonna help me if I get that. So I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and get a roller. I'm sure it'll help Quentin too, and work all that out. So I'm just so excited that I finally found someone who like, she just gets me. So yeah, on my way to Target, gonna buy a foam roller. Hopefully I buy the right one because I don't really know which one I'm getting. She gave me an estimate of like the size it should be. She's like, you can also get them on Amazon. I'm like, but I need that now, girl. Like Amazon's cool and all, but like I need it now. I got like, I don't even got Prime time. Like Amazon Prime 2-day wait. I ain't even got that kind of time. Like I need it now. So yeah, hopefully they have the right kind, and hopefully it's not like ridiculously inflated price, and that's it. So this will probably be the last time I'm going to talk to you guys today. I'm going to go to the store, get my roller, go home, watch The People vs. OJ, get real psyched up because I love it. Can you guys believe this? Like I just came out of a massage and I'm like on 10. Like, can you calm down? Like you're a little too turn up for me. For myself. So watch my show, eat dinner, don't know what I'm gonna eat, can't tell you that yet because I don't know, And I think I'm just gonna chill and then go to sleep because I have to be up early tomorrow. My week begins tomorrow, back with the kiddos. And that is all, folks. Talk to you later. What was that? Who are you? Talk to you guys later. Bye. So I'm in search of my foam roller, and I think that Target is trying to rob me. Look at this. That. It's $45. Is there gold in it? What? What? Oh, there's a smaller one. How do y'all pick a roller? I think this one. Maybe. I don't even know what to do. Okay, well now I'm like more confused than ever because I first thought this one was too big, but now this one is even bigger. Ha. But like, then you got your little starter pack over here. Oh, just kidding. That's just a square. Just kidding. Forget it. Forget I said that. Forget it. Jesus, I don't know. Oh, this one come with a DVD though. Okay. What that DVD gonna show me though? Let's look. Muscle Therapy Foam Roller DVD. Learn how to muscle therapy foam roll in 15 minutes. That's fast. What if I buy it and roll once and I'm like, this ain't right, and I bring it back? You think they gonna take my foam roller back though? This thing better work. Alright, y'all. I think Satan's coming for me. My husband needed some chips, so like a good wife, I went in the chip aisle. You tell me why Munchies was on sale. Tell me why. Oh Lord. The devils want me to eat those Munchies, but I resisted. Stay strong. It was hard, but I did it. Oh, those Munchies look good. I can't even deny it. I mean, here's the thing. I like Munchies because I like Doritos, I like Cheetos, I like those Sun Chips, and occasionally pretzels. But I don't want to buy like 4 bags of things, right? Munchies got them all mixed together. They got a little bit of everything. And occasionally they get too heavy-handed on the pretzels, and you gotta just dig all them out because nobody really wants that many pretzels. They in it for the Cheetos, Doritos, and Sun Chips. But you know what? That's just how it is, right?